we've decided on this bag for now, and we're going to start with adding some quick accessories. So from my previous bag, you need to have a good towel. I've got a discraft towel, a latitude towel. Obviously they need a good wash before they go in the new bag. Take my disc retriever and my mini marker and my stretchy band. So I guess the disc retriever can just go in the side there, nice. Mini can go in a small pocket up here, and then my stretchy band here can go this side here. Well, I've got the rain cover in here as well, so that's just tucked in there. And a couple towels go on the side here as well. Yes, I could stuff it a little bit cleaner, but just get it in there. Okay, are there anything else? Yes, there is, of course. We're gonna get a London Disc Golf Community chalk bag. They are very, very great for keeping your hands dry. So if you've got a little bit wet hands there, get them dry. And that is what I definitely recommend. So let's get one of those. What else we've got? This is my old bag before it broke. Let's see if there's anything else in here. Obviously your PDA membership card. More towels. And is there anything else on the shelf here? Ah, the Bushnell, obviously. Need to see how far target is. That can go in here as well. Anything else? We're not playing glow rounds, or assuming we're not playing glow rounds. Nope, that's going to be retired. Gloves. I'm going to do another video on friction gloves. We'll come back to that. And I think that's it. Oh, one more thing. You need some hand warmers. Always get some hand warmers in your bag. And because I like to promote myself and my brand, obviously get some of these to hand out to people so they can go in there. Water bottle. At the moment, I'm using this one here, which is the U-Disc water flask, but it's actually broken. So when you drink out of it, then the water just comes out. So I've got a few other ones down here, but we'll need that another time. Discs. Again, this is what I've been using at the moment. So if you haven't seen that video, go check that out beforehand. But I'm basically gonna get rid of most of these and then start fresh on something new. So I have been putting with the Luft hydrogen disc. I'm not going to be doing that anymore. That's going to go into the spares. So let's start with the putters. I need new putters for 2023. Where do we start? There are the Rainmakers. I really like the way that they feel. It's a good shape, but for me, they're just a little bit too hard. So it's the Flex 3, which is the hard plastic. So for me, that's just a little bit too solid. If you come around with me, you can have a look at, I've been liking the look of the Sensei. That feels very nice. I like the plastic is very soft in the hand. I like that it's not beadless. That feels really nice in hand, and I think that these could work really well for me. But I'm not going to go with them. I've pretty much pre-decided that I'm going to try out the Discraft Lunas. These are two purple and black, 170 to 172, so slightly lighter weight than normal, but they've got a nice good feel on them, and there's obviously a reason why the 6-time world champion is using them. So let's see if that works out for me. So I'm going to start with these two as my putters. Approach discs. So at the moment I've got the Harp and the Sinus. The Sinus is more of a throwing putter approach disc, and I honestly don't know if there's anything in here that can replace it. You got any suggestions that could replace this?
Anyway.
Is that a yes? No?
How about these?
You mean the Envy? Envy maybe? I'm going to keep it in the bag for now. The harp, again, I'm loving the harp. So I'm saying go with an Envy. Neutron Envy? Eclipse Envy? What would you recommend? Is that sort of the same disc, harp and Envy?
No.
No?
I think harp is more stable. What about a zone? No?
A zone? Yeah, I think the zone for me is just a little bit too shallow. So you obviously got the get freaky zones. I don't mind it actually. It feels nice. Decisions. It's a lot more flexible, and that's a question of whether I like that or don't like that. I'm gonna say no for now. I might change my mind later. Definitely not the zone. I do like it, but I'm gonna stick to what I know for now. The primary use is actually for forehands, and I trust this, I like this. So I don't really want to risk switching up to this. But having said that, I think I will try an Envy because everyone throws Envies, so let's give it a go. But what Envy, Tom? We got Prism Envies, Neutron Envies, Eclipse Envies, we got Electron Envies, Neutron Soft Envies, Prism, I've said that already. Got Prism Plasma, regular Prism, Neutron Cosmic Envies, and obviously we've got the Electron in all sorts, the hard, the soft, the medium. Where do I start, Tom?
Well, it feels right in the hand.
What feels right? You mean plastic wise? What feels the best?
For throwing, obviously.
Throwing putter. I should almost do like a blind test. I mean, obviously I can feel what it's my really bad attempt at shuffling. But let's start with this one because this is obviously, oh no. So, I like this. It feels good. This one not so much. I don't know why. I think it's a little bit stiffer. Oh, this one's very stiff. This must be the Neutron, Electron, sorry. I don't like the firm one. This one's feel good. I like soft plastics, I guess. Oh dear. So we've got 4, down to 4 here. No? I like that. And this is for throwing again. Backhand, forehand. It's really hard to tell the difference, but I think I'll stick with this one.
Yay!
The soft Neutron.
I think that's
Honestly, it was really hard to tell what the difference was, which is obviously not great, but I think I prefer this just because it's a bit more gummy. Yellow on yellow. Sweet. Kind of matches with the harp. So, let's put these back quickly. In there somewhere, There we go. Okay, mid-ranges. So at the moment I have quite a few, so let's see what stays and what goes. I've got an ESP Buzz. This is the one I aced with when I was in Poland. I don't throw it anymore. Eclipse Hex. I am not sold on it yet, but I will give it another go. My London Disc Golf Community EMAC Truth. I mean, it's got my logo on it, so I kind of have to have it in the bag, you know. The Mindbender is my new favorite disc. Has to stay in the bag. The silicon. Now, does this stay or does that get mixed up or switched for something else? I do throw it a lot. I've got 2 aces with it already. It's a really good disc. I definitely recommend it. It's a 4503, so it's an overstable mid-range, but not massively overstable.
Prism?
I'm thinking...
So Pyro?
Is it like a Pyro? Yeah, it probably is very similar to a Pyro. I don't really like the feel of a Pyro. It's quite sharp or indented. Just the angle of, I like it for the forehand. The forehand feels really nice, but just for when you put your finger in right here, for me, I like to have my finger a little bit higher, so I feel like I have to force it to have it a little bit lower. With the silicone, it's nice and smooth and rounded, and that fits better for my hand. I think I'm going to keep it, but I want to add an overstable mid-range, so something that's really overstable, like adjusters or the defender or deflector, sorry. So we also have the resistor, but that's a fairway driver, so we might come back to that one. We've got here what do you think, Tom?
Deflector, overstable.
It's more overstable.
Yeah.
Okay.
Justice, you will very quickly find it glidey and flying more straight.
I did have a Justice, but I think I lost it. Let's try something new. That's the whole theme of this video. And I kind of seem to be going with a yellow theme here. Yellow, yellow, yellow. That's cool. Understable mid-range. So I've got the Mindbender, but it's more of a flat to slightly. So something like an uplink is quite unstable. The relay's not really. What about the matrix? Not really unstable. What about something like the Torsus? So this is a 5.5 -2.1. So similar to like a fuse maybe, where you can just throw it, have it turn over and come back. But that's kind of what the Mindbender is already. So I'm looking for something maybe even more unstable than this. So we've got uplink. What else is unstable? Again, mid-range, unstable. We've got Pearl. If you want to go really unstable, that's more of a lightweight for kids. We have, what else in the shop is unstable mid-range, like really unstable. The Discard Anchor -4 as a mid-range, that is quite ridiculous.
Wasn't there a Meteor?
Yeah, there's a Meteor in here somewhere. That definitely rings a bell. Raptor, that's not the same. Wasp, Anchor, a Zombie, a Meteor. Meteor is very similar, so that is 5.5 -3.1. So very similar to MVP. Any other colours? Different plastic? Oh, okay.
Otherwise, the Watermelon Paradox.
That is sold out. The Watermelon Paradox is sold out. So see, there's any Discmania. There's, again, this is the mid-range I'm looking for specifically. Well, I'm looking for an understable mid-range, and these seem to be two options. There's sort of a -3. It's more of a, what's the word? Utility disc, I guess the word is, where I'm like, I need something to really have a big anhyzer and just hold and never really come back. So if it again comes down to these two and feel, I prefer the feel of the neutron plastic to the Z of Discraft. So I think I'm gonna stick with Uplink. Come back. And Les Castaglass has something to offer. They have the sphere, which is like similar to a fuse, but again, not quite understable enough. So I'm looking for something really understable. All right, let's stick with this. Are we gonna go with orange or pink? What have we got at the moment? We'll go with pink. Fairway drivers. So, starting with what we have, an Explorer, Firebird, a recoil. I think I'll say goodbye to this for now. I've been throwing this for quite a while, can you believe it? But there will be something else out there. The Pioneer, I've used that for quite a bit now, it's worn in. I might change my mind, but oops. Firebird's gonna stay for now. So, I need fairway drivers. So, my most normal thing to throw is an Explorer. So we're looking for like an Explorer replacement. So like a Speed 7, not Explorers. You've got the BOP Ice Bear. So it's probably a little bit more understable. It's got a little bit more glide, but it's a higher speed. I don't think that's the one for me. We got the Evader, so very similar to the Explorer, but a little bit more fade. I'm keen to try that out. It'll be something familiar that I've thrown and probably be quite predictable. So I think we'll try one of those. And we'll take a misprint, why not? Have you thrown a Volt?
Yeah, but only to say that's the disc to take.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
So if we try a Volt, so would you go fission plastic, plasma, what else have we got? Proton, cosmic neutron. Oh look, blank one. I'll get that dyed something. Is it a Volt? Yeah, neutron Volt. I like the look of that. Neutron Volt. Is that just that sold? Have you tried the different plastics?
I threw the neutron one until I've lost it recently, but that's a really good disc to throw.
You like the neutron one?
It just pushes forward quite a good distance and holds the lines.
Let's stick with that. And maybe I'll get that blank one dyed. Proton. So it'll be interesting to see how they compare the Evader versus the Volt and see if they both stay, if they have similar flight, if one feels better than the other. So I think I'll keep both for now and we'll see which one sticks. I've been looking at this disc for quite some time now. This is the MVP Inertia. It's a slightly understable Speed 9 disc. So it's got the -2.2. So it's something I'm hoping I can hyzer flip, hold over and then have come back. Something similar to my max weight Sapphire that I recently lost. So I'm hoping that that will be somewhat similar. What color though? Obviously yellow, because that seems to be the theme. So let's stick with that. So overstable, flippy. There's something else that I wanted to try. Maybe a relay. Maybe a rhythm. A rhythm? Yeah, rhythm. My understanding is that it's pretty much the same disc, but the rhythm is slightly faster. So it's a 7/5 minus 2/1, and there's a 6/5 minus 2/1. I don't really have any 6 speeds, and I don't know if I will. So I think I'm going to try this one out and see how that flies. Running out of bag space. Relay? No. Should I try a Crave?
Oh yeah.
Yeah?
Oh yeah.
Yellow? Green? Ooh, I like the white and white though. I think we'll go white and white and get it dyed. Not really looking good. The bag's sort of filling up already and still need more discs. Does that mean we have to go through and narrow them, or could choose a bigger bag? Distance drivers. The Royal Arrive is probably my favourite, and that's not really going to be replaced, I don't think. So we'll keep that for now. Recoil overstable distance driver. I've had that for quite a while, and I'm happy to try something else that's overstable. So we'll put that down the pile. Trespass, it's been used that for a while. Again, happy to try something new. The Boatman, I honestly don't throw it that much, so that can go as well. The Luft Boreum with the rounded rim. Again, it's been a lot of fun throwing it, but again, don't throw it as much as I throw the Rive already. So goodbye to that one. So come around this way, because again, there's one disc I have in mind specifically. The Fission Wave.
Yeah, I knew it.
So predictable, eh?
Yeah, well, Wave is a really good disc.
So, shout out to Big D. He's been letting me try his Fission Wave, and I actually really like it. It's surprisingly, I guess not surprising when you look at the numbers, but for me it's quite understable, even in max weight. And I really like that for uphill shots, for highs of flip and have something come back. So I'm going to try to find a Fission Wave in here that's got some weight to it, like this one. 175, perfect, and it's yellow. Do I need any more distance drivers? I want to try a Grace, but we don't have any in stock. They'll be coming soon. Ooh, everyone keeps going on about the Enigma.
Yes, please.
Yes, please. Is it too similar to the Rive?
No.
It's completely different.
No. It's more straight flying.
And then this will have more fade. Okay.
It's good for forehands as well.
So let's try a yellow Enigma. 173. 173. All right. We're gonna try a yellow Enigma, a yellow Wave. I would like something that's more overstable than the Rive, just for something that's windy. Because I do use the recoil quite a lot, surprisingly a lot, especially for forehands. Face, crazy overstable. So this is a speed 11.04, quite overstable. So this will be like, I guess, headwind throws, but I don't know how often I actually use it. What else have we got back here? Another phase, but different weight. So it's not the phase. Again, it's just really a utility disc. Maybe I could just get myself a little Simon Azotte tilt instead.
No.
No?
No.
Why not?
It's just for fun shots.
It's just for fun?
Yeah.
Alright, I'm not allowed.
Sorry, Simon.
Nuke.
The overstable one?
Force.
Ooh.
Yeah?
That's a beefy disc.
My only thing about the Force is that I'm not the biggest fan of the plastic. Again,
Try ESP if you have it there.
ESP Force. Force. Andrew Presnell. Tour Series Force. I mean, it's very pretty. Does feel a lot better. So again, just the ESP versus the Z plastic. Personal preference at the end of the day. For me, there's a little bit too slippery, I guess. It looks nice and feels better in the hand. It's got quite a wide rim. Again, if we're comparing it to the Phase. Again, I'm trying to just think of when I'm actually going to be using it out in the course, what hole I might use it on, and what scenario. We just played around today, and when did I use the recoil? Forehand for something that's overstable. Let's keep looking.
What about the overstable nuke? Is that not?
What, the Nuke OS?
Yeah.
Ezra Aderhold Nuke. But the Nuke is more understable than the Force, right?
Yeah, there's several versions, but I'm not sure if. I think this the one that you have right now is going to be the flippier one. I think.
Which is not what I'm looking for.
No.
I'm looking for something overstable.
Have you tried the Cloudbreaker? I think it's very reliable and it's less stable than Force, but it's pushing on the stability.
It's more like it's a DD3, isn't it? So,
yeah.
Well, no, it's a Cloudbreaker, but anyways. What else is there? Choose a different brand.
Well, you know the Gladiator, but I'm not sure if that's a disc you would consider.
Ballista Pro.
You might flip it.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Stiletto. Crazy overstable. Definitely a utility disc. Oh, look at this. Special edition. Who would think it's so difficult to choose an overstable distance driver? What about Axiom? What about Streamline? Well, we've got the Phase here. Defy. Oh, I've always been curious to see how they fly. Sorry. Again, not really what I'm looking for. It's one of those scenarios where you kind of have to just go and try them. See if I can squeeze them all in the bag here. Right. Five. Definitely pushing, so there's no wiggle room here at all. So I've got 5 discs up top here, there's a bit of space there. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 discs in here. Mid-ranges and drivers. So there's not that much space in this bag. Obviously I've got the sides padded out, maybe you take the side out, give you a bit more space. But, Christ. It's heavy now.
There is a wider version of that bag that fits in more discs as well, in case you would need it.
What do you think?
Yep, looking alright.
It is quite heavy. So that was one of my concerns, is having a heavy bag. It does feel comfortable though. So, and when you take it off and you just stand down, no problem. So I'm just thinking if there's any other discs that can come out that I don't necessarily throw. Well, some of the discs that might come out is the hex. I might not throw that as much as I like. I I need a stable mid-range really, so that might come out as well. Gives me a little bit more space here. I don't need two, there's definitely a few here that will probably come out as well. So I think I'll probably take 2 or 3 discs out of the bag and that'll be it. Yeah, I think that is pretty much it. I'm super happy with the bag, and again, this can just close up. Shall we do a quick recap over here? I'm gonna be putting with Lunas. So we've got 2 of those. I've got my Sinus for approach and throwing putters. I'm also going to be testing out the Soft Envy to throw that, both for backhand. Probably not for forehand. I'm probably going to have the Heart for forehand and then the Envy for backhand. It's probably what I'm thinking at the moment. Then down here, still going to count these 2 in. So we've got the Eclipse Hex. We'll see if that lasts. We've got the EMAC Truth. We're going to try out the Uplink. I've got my Mindbender in the bag as well. The silicone is going to stay because I really like how that feels. We've got a Deflector Overstable Midrange. The Nasex and Firebird is going to stay in there, Overstable Fairway. We've got the Inertia, a new disc for highs or flips or something that needs to turn and glide a little bit more. And that's going to be complemented with the Rhythm as well, which is a little bit slower, a little bit more turn and hold, not really going to fight back as much. We've got 2 discs again, probably only one of them will stay, the Evader and the Volt Neutron. Then we've got the Crave. This is, I don't know if or when or where I'll be throwing this. It's just a straight flyer. So it'll be interesting to see, is it going to fade, is it going to turn, is it just going to hold? So I'm not really sure. We'll find out.
Might be for the woods.
For the woods, yeah? Cotswold view, eh? The Defy, this is 11.5 -1.3. With the gyro, it might be a little bit more overstable, so it'll be interesting to see how that flies. We've got the Fission Wave, which is going to be my understable distance driver, or for uphill shots. It is max weight, 175. And then a few more. We're going to try the Enigma out for max distance. We're going to try the Royal Drive, which I'm already using at the moment. Then the ESP Force and the Phase, which is an 11 speed but really overstable. So the reason I'm choosing 11 speed and not something like the Dimension. So the Dimension is a 14 speed, so it's a little bit wider rim. So I chose the Phase because it's a slightly smaller rim, so it's better for forehand, better for a slightly smaller hand, but really overstable. Obviously went for the bag as well, and we've gone over what's in there already, and that is pretty much sums up a long video or a series of videos. I haven't decided yet, and we're about to go and throw them now. And yeah, thanks very much for watching the video. Let me comment down below, is there anything else I should be trying out? There's no glow discs in my bag apart from the Heart. Are there any Eclipse plastic discs apart from the Hex? There are some, sorry, that I should definitely try out. There are lots of new discs coming in 2023, so stay tuned and see you in the next video. Bye, bye, bye.